at the level that man played at against the Austrians. But Mensah was very good himself, you know, when you look at the numbers. He averaged a ton in that game, and more of the same here might be enough. But this American side is not to be taken lightly, is it, Wayne?
No, Leonard Gates is a player that is capable of a lot. He's capable of anything. He's capable of the odd miscount as well. But Jules Van Dongen, every time I've seen Jules, Dan, whenever he does something amazing, it doesn't surprise me. Whenever Roby John does that, it doesn't surprise me. But also, when he throws poorly, Jules, which he can, that doesn't surprise me either. I find him kind of a little inconsistent, but Leonard Gates, for me, is the absolute key to this. I think he's got levels that can match Mensah over this short format.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, the numbers that Benjamin Drew Royce was producing, we've seen Leonard do that before as well. Did it at Q School when he was trying to get his card. Didn't manage to do so successfully. But therein lies the problem. Leonard Gates, a bit like Jules Van Dongen, can be absolutely spectacular, but can be pretty poor.
Yeah. 35. Yeah, I think there's really got to be a level game from Jules Van Dongen to compete here. It's not that he's going to be the key. I think it's going to be that they're all going to need to perform. Of course they are. But there are strengths and weaknesses in all the players. But Leonard Gates, I think, has been playing some magnificent stuff, whether it be the seniors, whether it be any kind of tournament he's in, to be fair. He looks very, very likely.
Well, this looks a lot likelier after that first start. And Mensah gets it done to take the opening leg in 15 darts.
The Austrians have beaten Team USA twice, 19 and 20 in the World Cup of Darts. Not the same pairings they've beat. So there is previous, but I'm a believer that Van Dongen can get better and better. What his ceiling's going to be, I'm not sure. But he can definitely mix it with the best, especially over this kind of format. This won't frighten him at all.
Yeah, absolutely. And as we've already said, the enigmatic Leonard Gates, who has an incredible CV, by the way. I mean, he's won dozens and dozens of tournaments.
Yeah.
This guy's won everything from the Groundhog Open to the Choo Choo Classic. Let me tell you, they are actually genuine tournaments.
Yeah, I was going to say, that's not even made up.
55.
When he won the American Championship last year, Madison Square Garden, I knew, I punted on him, I knew, but he looked head and shoulders at the time. It was like, this man is the real deal. And he's gone on to win some biggies since.
Austria are in a situation of win and hope that the USA do them a favour, but they also know they have to win 4-2 or better as well. So,
yeah,
look, every leg that they lose piles more pressure on them. There's that Mensah throw. I don't know, is it a throw? It is a throw, but it's not like any other throw.
Yeah, he lets go of the dart and
58.
He propels it one way or another.
Yeah.
But he also propels his leg and his arm and his other leg and everything else.
Another. Oh, he wasn't feeling cocky that time. He loves it in maximums, doesn't he? Normally shows off in between the second and third dart line.
Yeah, I've got a feeling that maybe Roby John, who was by far the inferior partner yesterday, may have just thought today has to be business.
I agree.
Austria require 106.
No showboating, no faffing, get it won. .54. I like it. Double 13. He must have absolutely fallen in love with that marker just below the 60. Mensah's darts kind of sit parallel to the ground, don't they, Dan? So every now and again he has one below and it doesn't bother him.
Yeah, it's a little tray of tungsten just to stick the next one on top of.
Indeed. It just looked like to me it was sitting up just that little bit too much. And he has a proclivity now to leave 32 more often than he used to in his, should we call it his heyday?
Yes, well, let's call it that. Because up until 2019, Mensur Suljovic was winning titles and quite
100.
regular in professional darts. Won a big one at the Champions League of Darts, now defunct. But he won on the Euro Tour, big stages, big crowds, beating Michael van Gerwen in a final, in fact, in one of them. That he would be
100.
regularly in the mix, if not winning the title. The amount of semi-finals this man produced. And that was over a consistent, long spell. Worked his way at the rankings. Match play final, of course, the longest match play final
57.
we've ever seen.
The best match play final, in my opinion.
Yeah, and only narrowly lost it to a brilliant Gary Anderson, which is saying something.
What a game that was. When he won the Championship League, it was, Mensur, can you win this? No.
No, repeat it.
After, next game, Mensur, can you win it? No, don't be silly. In the final, can you win this? No.
And he won it. I'm not convinced, even if you'd asked him afterwards whether he could win it, he would say.
He was wrong all along.
100.
Well, this is pretty sharp stuff from Austria here.
Yeah, Team USA,
59.
whilst they're not playing dreadful, they're being beaten, they're being battered by a very, very good Austrian team. And I think you're 100% right about Roby John. It's a case of, look, we're in trouble here. We are in trouble. Not necessarily in this game, but like you said, they've got to win and hope, and that's not a situation you ever want to be in.
Yeah, well, at the minute, Roby John is providing the ammunition, and Mensur Suljovic is taking out the shots. He's not going to take the 144, though, having completed checkouts of 96 and 106. So this is a chance for the USA to get their first
59.
dart at
USA,
double.
you require 102.
And if they can take this out, it's against the darts, and Austria look very, very vulnerable.
Yeah. 42. Okay, went for the smallest target on the board.
62.
You'll never convince me that's the right way with 2 darts in hand.
16 segments is missed.
42 left. No, 42, Roby.
57.
Left the Mensur 28.
But the thing is, Mensur doesn't even like double 14 anymore.
Yeah, he clearly doesn't know Mensur very well.
And Gates takes out tops. It's a leg against the darts. And having gone 2-0 up Austria and looking to give himself the best possible chance of making it through to the last 16, they are now looking vulnerable.
Yeah, and they were runners-up 2 years ago. Austria, that had been coming, don't you think, as well? It was like Roby was getting better. He had a wonderful year last year in singles. He playing some great darts. But I felt that run was coming year after year, and eventually getting through to that final. It was like, this is right.
Well, they've always been dangerous. I mean, look at the last 7 years. They made the quarterfinals or better in 5 of them. I mean, that's a consistent record. Yeah. They've always been there or thereabouts. I mean, not unlike a team like Germany, let's say.
Yeah.
Maybe this could be their year for the breakthrough.
60.
Team Poland yesterday were 7 darts into the 9, weren't they? Ratajski was amazing in that game. The last leg that they had to win, 2 140s and a 64.
44.
To seal it.
Despite going through 6.5 legs of quite severe palpitations when I look at it.
Yeah.
There'll be more on the way tonight with those decisive group games. But look at Mensur, remaining cool, calm.
140.
Not as deadly as he'd like.
Yeah, 140, Mensur.
Now then, yeah, check the scoreboard. Lenny too many.
What?
You can't bust it. Yeah, ask around, that's fine. Down, says Jules, 19s.
Yeah. Do you want me to leave your tops or 32 off 97 with 1 dart in hand?
121.
Trouble 17. Not there. And the set-up shot from Leonard
62.
Gates gives Jules Van Dongen a chance
USA
to level
require
this game up.
78.
20 tops.
38.
It was a good last start
Austria
from
require 59.
Roby John to leave a single to double for Mencia Sulovic. The 3-1. Big moments for the big man, and he delivers.
Austria.
And again, against the darts, the Austrians have the throw, looking to close out a 4-1 win that would keep their hopes
Austria to
alive.
throw first.
96, 106 and 59. Absolute
Game on.
world-class finishing from Mencia Sulovic. And like Dan just quite rightly said, keeps their hopes alive.
$140.
Tell you what, Mensur Suljovic, the last 2 or 3 years, he didn't play a great deal during all the lockdowns. He stayed at home in Austria, in Vienna. He wasn't interested in travelling, wasn't interested in playing, and there was a genuine concern that it might be the last. We might just be sort of easing out of the game.
He even declined his invitation for one of the match plays, the world match plays.
He wasn't interested.
57.
He had other priorities, and of course he's completely entitled to that. He's now in his 50s. But Mensur Suljovic, there have been little signs of late that he still has quite a lot more to give. He's been trailed around by a documentary crew making a feature-length film about it.
Yeah. Semi-final on tour just last week.
Yeah. They followed him in Graz in his home country, and he was inspired to beat Peter Wright and Michael Smith back-to-back. There's still stuff there. He's still
81.
got the wherewithal
Yeah.
to beat the best.
He still has a game to beat anyone. I just,
43.
like I said at the start, I just feel he's lacking that consistency that he used to have in his pomp. And the first thing to go is that consistency. But my word,
59.
when he's on, he's an handful for anyone, Mencia, and he has been for decades.
And then again, it's just changing the angle slightly there.
100.
Comes away with one treble, which is enough to get to a finish, but I'm not
164.
sure it's enough given the situation.
The situation is that Jules Van Dongen may have to take out 152.
64. USA
It's an
require
average setup.
152.
Leaving a ton. But 152.
Doesn't go. And the USA, who came here today
60.
knowing win our games,
Austria
we're going to go
require
through to the last
100.
16. Now, they've got problems. Roby John cannot find the 2 tops.
60. USA require 92.
What way do you fancy, Lenny? Double 6. Double 6. I'm always dubious.
80. Austria require 40.
Did the right thing to ask.
But couldn't do the right thing in terms of hitting the double. Mensur Suljovic has hit all the doubles, so the Austrians in this game. Can he hit one more? Last start, double 10 for 4-1.
30.
Well, he'd been hitting and hitting and hitting, and
USA
3 consecutive
require
misses
12.
allow the USA to potentially get a second leg.
How amazing's that? 96, 106, 59. Can't take out 3 at a double. Roby's coming back. Darting disaster for Van Dongen.
10.
Roby John Rodriguez. It's getting harder. Double 2.
8.
Winning's difficult, and this just proves it.
USA
And these are
require
2
6.
men on tour, Dan, that win matches on a regular basis.
He can work up from there. He's going to need to. And Leonard Gates gets double three. United States
USA.
have 2 legs and once again have the darts.
Sit
If they win
leg.
one
USA
more
to
leg in this
progress.
game, Austria definitely
Game
will
on.
not progress.
Correct.
If they win 2, they've got a great chance tonight. Look at that. 6 darts missed at doubles by Austria. 5 of them for a 4-1 win.
Yeah. And like I said, the combo finishing for Mensur before that, having 3 at a double was nigh on immaculate. He'd only missed 1 dart.
And he still took the
And
check out in that visit, didn't he?
Exactly, it was irrelevant anyway. Leonard Gates has played really well in this game, you know. He's been
81.
consistent. He's hit 1 treble a visit at quite a lot of the time.
Roby John misses out what would have been a 4th maximum for the Austrians.
Great second dart.
123.
Very good. It's easy to panic in those circumstances, hitting a treble that you're not going for first dart. You can panic a little. Credit.
Lovely adjustment from Mensur Suljovic, and follows it as well. 2 brilliant visits. Toe to toe, these 2 teams.
157.
How easy is he going to leave this?
Yeah. 100. Austria, you require 121.
Doing what he's done all game, picking up a treble a visit.
Yeah.
But Roby could end it. On the bullseye, after all those misses at the outer ring.
96. USA require 57.
This goes. Austria go. Tops.
17.
The wire moved.
Austria require
And Austria
25.
remain unmoved in this tournament. Mensur Suljovic, yet another chance to win it. Match start number 7.
Oh my.
But double 4 is found by Mensur. They're still alive in the World Cup of Darts. The former finalists are now going to have to rely on the USA doing them a favour against Denmark tonight. But Mensur Suljovic and Roby John Rodriguez aren't out of it just yet. Austria 4, United States 2.